Hello, this is Alan Gauthier here, and welcome to the introduction to the Level 1 course, Fundamentals of Insurance. Since 2009, we've offered this course online. There's been many changes since then. We've had a really good average of over 95% of people passing the exam. Unfortunately, this average kind of went down a little bit after the changes that were made in April 2014. However, we're coming right back up with all the change that we made. We had a money-back guarantee of all these years, and we had less than 1% requesting a refund. So there's been multiple iteration and updates to this material in order to keep up with the Alberta Insurance Council exams. And we think that this was kind of time for a complete refresh. So most of our videos have been updated. A lot of the material is still in the bucket for updates, but anything that needed to be changed to match the exam has been done. In fact, we've added 2 new modules, Module 8 and 9. So what changed? Well, first of all, on the Alberta Insurance Council side, the exam went from 90 minutes to 120 minutes. They've added a lot of commercial insurance that were not included in Level 1 before, so that's now part of your exam. The questions are a little bit more scenario-like. Less calculation. We've been surprised by that, but there's been less calculation question, although you need to know how to calculate death benefit on the automobile policy and co-insurance calculation on commercial policy mostly. There seems to be less of those on the exam, although it's difficult to tell what's going to be on the exam. One other thing we found out also, there's a lot of soft skill questions, like sales and customer service and risk management questions. So we've had to add modules on that. Another thing we found out as well is that what the Alberta Insurance Council has is like a bucket of 5,000 questions. And each exam could pick questions from all of that. They still do follow a certain percentage of what questions are on the exam, but it's very much more random than it was before. And there's no more like just 4 different type of exam. It's multiple type of exam. Any morning they can come and pop a new exam for you based on those 5,000 questions. So what's changed on our course to match that? Our new and improved course. Well, we have more lessons. We have more interactive videos. We have more downloadable PDFs. In fact, if you were to download the SPF and the annotated document that we have for policies, both commercial and personal policies, if you were to download the study guides and print those, you'd have for over 450 pages. There's a lot of new material there. There's a lot of reading to accompany the videos. So basically, there's more value for your money. This course is basically what you would take in a 1-week classroom, plus more material because we now can offer it, and you have a lot of time to practice and prepare for it. Before I get into the course outline, a lot of questions come to me is how long should I spend to prepare for the exam? I recommend you spend 2 weeks on a part-time basis, 4 or 5 hours a day learning toward the 4 hours a day. So if you spend 4 hours a day, maybe a little bit longer on the weekend, you should allocate 2 weeks to go through all the material. That will give you the best chance for the exam. So let's take a look at the course outline right now. Well, the Module 1 is an introduction to general insurance. So basically, we go through some principles. What's an insurance policy? Why do we have insurance? How is insurance distributed? How is it organized? What's the role and the responsibility for the government? Then in Module 2, we go into automobile insurance. And we tackle Module 2 right away for a couple of reasons. One of them is that most of you are familiar with automobile insurance, either because you already have an automobile policy, and also because it's not an easy one, and it's still early in the course, so you don't get tired or information overload before you get to that one. And also the third reason I should add is that one of the components of automobile insurance is third-party liability. So something that happened to something else than your own property. So we cover that in the Module 2. So it's a good idea to go with that one. And then we go into Module 3 for property insurance. House insurance, tenant insurance, condo insurance. We touch a little bit on commercial insurance, but just a little bit in that module. And then we go into liability insurance. So somebody slips and falls on my sidewalk. That's liability. I do something that hurts someone else because of negligence, and we talk about the principles of negligence, common law. We talk about how the courts view things. What's your liability toward children? What if you have animals? We talk about that in Module 4. Then in Module 5, we cover a little bit of the material commercial stuff in 2, 3, and 4, but now in Module 5 we're going to go we're going to single out commercial policy. So we're going to talk about the commercial auto policy, commercial property policies. We're going to talk about the big one, which is the CGL, commercial general liability. So we're going to talk, and we're going to have for you to download an annotated document that you can attach to and write notes. And then in Module 6, we go over some special insurance policy. We have travel insurance, we have accident and sickness insurance, and a few more. In Module 7, we talk about regulation of agents and brokers. So what's the role of the government? Again, we cover a little bit of that in Module 1, but now we go into more depth. Code of conduct, we talk about that. So that's Module 7. Module 8, that's a brand new module, brand new material. It's been added to match the changes in the spring of 2014. Essential skills for agents and brokers. That's basically soft skills. So we got some management skills, some time management skills. We've got some sales, customer service. We've got some risk management. How to help your client define what possible risk they face. What are the possible chances of loss? And what kind of policy is better for them. So that's part of your duty as an agent or a broker. So we cover that in Module 8. And Module 9, which is also a brand new module, we talk about privacy and anti-spam legislation. Those as downloads for them, very straightforward, not something you need to spend a lot of time, but you do need to know about it. There might be some questions on the exam. So that's our new course outline. We also have added, and we're adding even more of them, review quizzes and updating some of our practice exam to enhance the learning process. Those quizzes are time sensitive, so they basically will cut out just like the exam at an hour and a half. Immediate feedback as well, so that if you have a question that you got wrong, you'll know why you got it wrong, and there's an explanation for the correct answer. So what is your next step? Well, you can start today by just joining into the course, and within minutes of logging in and getting it set up, you can access all of your material. I would also recommend you log on and you get, even if you don't want to get the course right away, get the free adult learning toolbox. Although this was built in 2009, it's still very current. You can also access it right on YouTube, netlearnnow.com, NetLearnNow channel on YouTube. If you look for NetLearnNow on YouTube, you'll find it, the free adult learning toolbox. Please take the time to watch those videos. It's 13 videos, very short. It's probably the most valuable piece of information you can take other than the actual course content itself to help you for an exam. And the beauty of this is this material applies to whether you're writing an exam for insurance or for whatever. It'll teach you how to take notes out of a big textbook, how to remember information, how to review your notes, and how to plan time for your study area and to plan your study area as well. The geography and the setup and the ergonomics of all of that. We'll talk about that a little bit. So please do take the time. So if you go to netlearnnow.com/start, that's going to be the easiest way to get going. Thank you very much for your time. And if you're joining us for the Level 1 course, don't forget I'm only an email away. If you have any questions during the course, you're not by yourself. I'm there. Just send an email and you'll get an answer back. You can send an email, you can use the contact form on this website, or you can just go onto the ticket area. It's like a service ticket. You put that into the service area in your membership page, and we'll get to one of us. Again, thank you very much for your time. Have a good day, and happy learning.